Alright. Alright, cool. Alright, so we're into game one, Darkstalker zone. Oh, the power dunk missing. Power dunk missing. Darkstalker with the dash attack. Crack shoot trying to roll in. And now Darkstalker trying to apply that ledge pressure, but good patience from zone there. Oh, and great combo. Automatical explosive into that up air. That's great damage. And now Darkstalker at 92. Zone doing quite well this first stock, but Darkstalker almost at that percent. And there it is. Let's see what he can do with it now. Darkstalker just trying to get in, make something out of it. But there it is. Good chase up with the Buster Wolf. Now zone 71. Oh, tried to catch the jump over with the power geyser, but was just a bit too slow there. Now zone. Oh, facing back. Oh, tried to run and grab, but did it just a bit too early to catch him. However, Darkstalker still on that ledge. Oh, good reaction to air dodge the explosive right there. And the DBZ, they're back on the stage. Oh, excellent pressure from Darkstalker. Oh, zone just about not jumping in. Good stuff from him. You know, honestly, it's basically even. Birthday kill percent right here. What's he gonna do? Oh, zone trying to catch the neutral guard with the dash tap, but just about messed it up. And now, Darkstalker with that go. Can he make use of it? Won't take too much from zone to finish the stock. Oh. Hold on a second, we are just quickly being joined by Nut Roast. Talk to them.
Hello there, folks. Thank you so much for welcoming me back there, Sammy Kin. Sorry to interrupt the middle of a set, of course, but I'm hoping you can catch me up on what we're looking at here.
No problem. So what we are looking at Palu versus Terry. Now, this second stock kind of looking a lot like the first. Zone taking that lead quite early on in the stock, but as we know, almost at that cursed percent, and Darkstalker knows how to make great use of that. And he managed to take the first stock. So it's looking like a repeat of that. Let's see if Darkstalker can do the same.
Good stuff. Thank you very much, sir. You know, and we've seen this earlier. Darkstalker really able to make very dangerous comebacks. You saw, I don't know if you saw earlier, his sets versus local GP. People will get these very ludicrous leads on him, and suddenly he'd make it back with absolutely deadly percents. And like you've said there, Sammy, 120 on the Darkstalker. We are at that cursed percent. What are we looking at here, sir?
Indeed, the Darkstalker momentum is no joke. The APM, when he gets going, it's hard to handle. He doesn't give you a second to think. But Zone, with that ledge trapping, trying to stuff out all that momentum, not going to let Darkstalker get back to ledge. Good down tilt. Oh, but the power dunk to just glide past the ledge trap there, not trying to deal with that.
Darkstalker not quite expecting the absolute toolkit that is Zone when it comes to edge guarding. Goes for the power dunk there, buys himself a little bit of distance, but Zone always has a plan B when he's got you off the side of the ledge there. Darkstalker got to put a lot of being to work here, Samakins, if he wants to bring it back, but hey, we've seen it before.
Oh, but Darkstalker just about missing that nair to side B there, unfortunate for him. And now Zone just sitting back, he's in the lead now. This is his FGC game plan. He gets the lead, he sits back, controls that mid-range, they have to approach. Oh, but Zone jumping and Darkstalker catching that with the burning knuckle. Great stuff from Darkstalker.
I'd call that an approach there, Samakins. What can I say there, man? And now we are back. Mono on mono. It's looking pretty even right now. Darkstalker is in the lead, but gets an answer from Zone. And tell me, as we reach that cursed percent, as you call it, do you think Darkstalker can make a comeback here?
Honestly, anything is possible when you have the power of 499 on your side. Yes, it's 499 here, not 599, guys, but there it is. The go. But Zone Not trying to make anything even possible here. Not trying to let Darkstalker back on the stage. Oh, catching him from the blow.
Is very, very dangerous. Zone at 46 is very healthy, can definitely take an L or two. But eventually they are going to stack up Samikins as Darkstalker sends him out with the dunk. It is 72 on Zone right now. No rage to even think about, but he doesn't go for a recovery. A miss
I think he used his jump. He probably didn't realize he used his jump there. That's unfortunate for Zone.
Is certainly Darkstalker stealing a victory from the jaws of defeat, so to speak, there, Samikins.
Indeed, but luckily enough, at least it's not best of 3. We're now in best of 5 territory at the top 3 here. So, you know, Zone was doing quite well. I mean, at the time, he was winning, so to speak. So he definitely knows he could take it. Keep cool. Next game, same as before. We're back on PS2. Game 2, let's go.
To move right in and tell me, Sammy, what do you reckon there, fella? Darkstalker could have definitely taken the first game in, you know, sort of an even sense, but does manage to steal it away with the SD. Do you think Darkstalker has it in the bag, or do you think Zone is going to find himself a comeback? Do you think the miscommunication, the misinput is purely going to be put to rest?
As I said, I think it can absolutely go either way. It depends on whether the Ultra Zone can kind of keep stuffing out Darkstalker's momentum, as he did quite well in game 1. But Darkstalker only needs those 1 or 2 neutral interactions. His advantage state is so good, he makes the most out of every hit. Very optimal with his combos as well. So these players both very talented in different ways in their own right. They know how to use the characters to the best of their abilities.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because these two players have such a rich history. These two have played so often, sparring partners, constantly battling one on top of the other. You'll see their secondaries coming out. You'll see the PT versus the Sonic. These guys know each other, and that's what makes these matches so much more difficult. Because suddenly you're not playing against a character, you're not establishing a rigid game plan, you're playing against the human being sat in the seat next to you. And tell me, Samikins, looks like Zone has got the edge in this one.
It looks like the Ultra Zone has come into effect now. Zone, oh, Darkstalker trying to catch Zone with the up B, but not quite.
A raw rising tackle means 40%. Right there.
Zone, excellent advantage from Zone. And again, look, he's just sitting back now, playing patient, not trying to let Darkstalker get in, press those buttons. Look at the patience from Zone, waiting for that power dunk, good grab, and now Terry on the ledge.
That's the stuff. 72 on Darkstalker right now. He is reaching that magic percent like we have said, but very rare reflector coming out. Looks like the auto reticle Concord getting up done. A run off back air is what we love to see, but double power dunks punished by fantastic spacing.
Zone not approaching, just sitting back, waiting for Darkstalker to press a button, because he will, because it's Darkstalker, that's what he does. 1 million buttons per minute, but Zone, excellent patience. Waiting for the neutral grab, but Summer, not getting the back of it. I don't think he expected the DI in.
Yeah,
for the mix-up actually working
the
for him.
leg that just messed him up there. Darkstalker mixes it up, baits him into the shield grab, goes for the delayed rising tackle. Fantastic.
Just a bit too early on the punish there from Zone, and he ends up jumping right into those toe legs of Terry for the kill. And now Darkstalker at crimson red percent right here with the go. Can he do anything with it?
So deep, the back air comes out there, Sammy.
I guess he cannot. And now Zone sitting pretty. 45%, a stock up. And not looking bad at all for Zone.
And I'm glad you mentioned back there crimson red percent. It was 163 before Zone was finally able to take him out. Is still a stock ahead.
Indeed,
it does make you wonder.
I guess that's as a result of Zone's game plan. He's not playing too aggressive. You know, when he has his lead, he's sitting back, waiting for Darkstalker to make the mistake, just like that. Sitting on ledge, waiting for Darkstalker to press that that burn knuckle to try catch a jump or neutral get up, and punish that with a nair extension. And now Darkstalker being lapped in percents right now.
There's the stuff. 1-1-1 on Darkstalker, but he's at the ledge where Zone finds his gravy. Let me tell you, it's going to take a miracle to bring him back at this point as Dashtag sends him up into the air, sends him out as well. Back and not going to connect the Samikins as but
go. It might be that miracle you were requesting. Let's see if Darkstalker can actually make it back. Definitely not impossible for him if he can get something started, but Zone walling him out with the bears right now, trying not to let that happen at all.
The stuff jumps up over the Buster Wolf, but the second
Oh
is
my
in,
goodness.
and 42
Quick
Samakin.
42 off of 2 hits. It's insane. Oh my, he could have got F-tilt Buster there, but Zone with the DI. Not going to get hit by that.
Rising there, trying to read something that isn't even in English with that power Kaiser. 144, and you know what's scary, Samakins? It doesn't even look dangerous. It still looks even.
But what does look dangerous, Zone at the ledge. The Darkstalker can't pass, catching the roll with the Buster Wolf. All of a sudden, it's not looking too bad for Darkstalker right now.
Exactly right now. Geysers flying, Buster Wolves howling. Suddenly,
Oh my goodness.
Dash that
Explosions all over the gap. It's like a Michael
170.
Bay film.
It certainly is. And tell me, Sammy, woo!
And there's the back air from Zone. Oh my word, Zone. Zone definitely sweating a little bit right there. That last Darkstalker slowly but surely making that comeback. I think he only won in that last stock. He probably only won neutral like 2 times, and he had Zone at like 82. So scary.
It is all you need. It's always it is always interesting to see how players kind of value states of the game. As Zone making his way through neutral, winning so many interactions, but neutral, you can win as many as you want, but Darkstalker, like you said, only needed to win 2, and he pushed the advantage more. It's almost like a battle of sort of theories of the game, right?
Indeed.
Is neutral more important, or is advantage more important? What do you think?
And I was just saying about this earlier. I personally think, as much as neutral matters a lot, Smash Ultimate is definitely a game where advantage state is so important. All these characters that can take you to 60 off of 1 or 2 neutral wins. It's insane. It's insane. We even have characters like Ice Climber's been popping off recently. Like, their neutral is garbage. But, I mean, the Ices have pushed their meta so far that they look top tier sometimes because of what they can do to certain characters. And Darkstalker doing a similar thing with Terry. Definitely one of the people to push the Terry meta, especially here in Europe.
Absolutely embodies it right now as these two 1-1, still 3 potential games to go. This is where the stamina comes into play as Darkstalker past 100, but Zone not looking too healthy there, Samikins.
Indeed, and now Zone the ledge trap. The down tilt to forward are going to take the first stop. 75, not too bad for Zone right now. Oh, if he can go off this ledge, the burn knuckle not quite killing for Darkstalker. And Zone, again, dashing back.
So what I can do, tries to go for a grab, instead answered by a rising tackle. And it's really interesting how these two players play their own games of rock, paper, scissors. When you get to the ledge against Zone, you've got to RPS him. You've got to hope you can win. When you're stuck in shield on hit against Darkstalker, you've got to RPS. And it's about who can come out on top, as right now, looking pretty even.
Literally, in Darkstalker's previous set, like, he got 2 shield breaks in 1 game against Carnage because he was just mashing all over that shield. Carnage holding it, didn't know what to do, and it caused shield breaks. But Zone trying to not let Darkstalker even get in to do all that, and it's definitely paying him a lot of diligence right now.
Exactly, a delayed air dodge from Darkstalker is able to avoid the down tilt from Zone, but suddenly the turnaround grab is pretty perfect right now. 69 on.
Oh, the power is just missing there. Oh, and that's going to be a down tilt Buster Wolf on the ledge, which absolutely will kill. Again, Darkstalker just turning the table just like that. It's insane.
Stuff. That is the stuff indeed. As Darkstalker sent out right now. Power dunk just to avoid the auto reticle right now. An instant power dunk, but caught so perfectly by Zone's back air, just forcing him out. Even still, the magnet hand Sakurai has granted a Samakin. Just so strong, he can still make it back.
And Zone is doing Zone is like using Bear and dash attack so well, like the invincibility of them to stuff out things like Terry's power dunk, dash attack, all that stuff, and it's doing very well for Zone. But now Darkstalker on the ledge. Oh, the power dunk! I mean the all power geyser, catching the jump. I think he tried to do 2 power geezers in a row, but Zone having none of that. Now the crack shoot back onto the stage.
Another
Another power
a little
game
bit
with
wide. The
Darkstalker.
dash attack not finishing him out. 199. Tell me, Samakans, if you get to 200, do you get a second go? Is there
Honestly,
another
yeah.
level?
Maybe. I mean, maybe you get max mode from King of Fighters, where you can just start doing all sorts of special moves in a row. But
Eventually, and Nair does
taking
take
that
it.
stock eventually. Oh, good DI from Zone to escape that up B, and Darkstalker really trying to finish this game right now. Zone pin him at a quick 35. Oh, and you just runs up smash, I guess.
Catching the short hops, what can I say? Not much Zone can do there. Tried their best, but alas, Darkstalker eking out 2-1.
And that's 2-1 to Darkstalker. And again, as we were discussing, like at the start of the match, it really seems like Zone is just having control most of the game, but Darkstalker will just have these explosive moments and is getting him the wins. But Zone maybe needing to try take a bit more risks to try and get some earlier kills, but it's hard against a character like Terry because, well, you don't want to risk going in against Terry. But now we're on town, giving Zone a bit more space to run around and Zone Darkstalker out maybe, so I see the pick for sure.
Yeah, definitely makes sense right there. A fantastic washing machine combo from our Buddy Zone right there, taking Darkstalker to 48. The problem is, once again, we can call back to this battle of advantage versus neutral. Let's move on in. A fantastic flare into Auto Reticle right now. Takes him up to 102, right up to the top.
Right up at the top, but Terry, big body, not quite dying there, unfortunately. And now Darkstalker with that go. We know what happens when Darkstalker gets go.
Certainly is. Avoids the geezer by the skin of his teeth. It's a down tilt forward air comes
Forward
out.
air. The bread and butter from Zone, excellent stuff from him. And now, again, but Zone's sitting pretty right now, but this is like the previous game, right? Zone got that early lead, that early stock was looking real nice, but Darkstalker is somehow bringing it back to the win, so it looks amazing for Zone right now.
A very
Darkstalker.
raw F smash there as well. What a read from Zone.
Darkstalker damn near at 100 already. It's, oh my goodness, Zone. What
That's
can
the thing.
Darkstalker do here?
Very difficult. If you go 100 miles per hour in a match, hey, that's pretty rough. That's hard to deal with. But if you can figure it out, you know every time your opponent's gonna go 100, you can read it. And that's what Zone is doing right now, as he's just in the head of Darkstalker this match.
Yeah, he really and truly in his head. And as I said, maybe it would do Zone well to maybe play slightly more aggressive this match, and it seems to be working out for him at the moment. So, but he just needs to get this stock somehow. Terry saying at 156, not anymore. Good backer from Zone.
Insane work from Zone here, just catching Darkstalker in every single one of their endeavors. I want to actually call out, I want to kind of quote someone in the Smash community. I want to quote Minimo right here, who actually made an interesting choice, and it's something that's kind of relevant to this match. Minimo quoted, hey, if you use multi-hits in lower pools, it's really, really important. It's really quite sort of strong, because when you use multi-hits, people don't know exactly when to release. They're quite fresh to the game, or they're not that experienced, and so you'll always drop shield too early. You'll always try and make a comeback, and it will punish you, throw you further into disadvantage. That's what's happening this game. Zone is going for these nairs, and Darkstalker is so heavily coded to hitting back that he's releasing shield too early, and he's eating the last of the nairs.
Yep, it absolutely is. And honestly, that's a very great analysis, very great quote. Definitely applies here. And as we know, Darkstalker with the million buttons per minute. But Zone definitely making use of that. He's just waiting for Darkstalker to press a button as usual, and then Darkstalker going in. And Zone pushing his advantage a bit more than he was the previous games and getting slightly earlier kills. But Darkstalker right now sitting at death. Excellent work from Zone this game. I'm glad to see him kind of push his advantage a lot more than he was the previous games, because I guess the confidence was there this time, right? He knows he can do it. The previous games, he was basically winning the whole game, but couldn't kill Darkstalker early enough, and that allowed Darkstalker to make his comebacks. But this game, Zone was like, I'm going to go in a bit more. I'm still going to be patient overall, but I know what Darkstalker is going to do. and I'm going to push that to the maximum. And he got the maximum reward. And now we go into game 5. And as
Here
you said,
we go. You are entirely right, Samikins. This is a game of tempo. Zone has got the read. We are on the run back. Didn't even have time. Right. This is what is going on right here. Darkstalker plays a game of tempo, plays a game of coming at you, forcing you to skirmish, forcing you to not react. Darkstalker is so willing to play this game, so willing to go quick, didn't even have time to swap to his ult.
literally, like,
That is how willing he is to scrap with you. Goes back to the rough stage. Doesn't pick a skin. I will kill you right now. There is nothing I am waiting for. Come on!
like, look at that. It's just, yeah, he's kind of just exploded this game. Like, I'm pretty sure Darkstalker, he probably buffers his first input during the countdown of the game, to be honest.
It's not a bus on the way here, man. When you click the ding on the 97, bro, that's the start of a combo, Samikins.
Literally, and Zone now on 41% of stock down, and the game plan has kind of gone here, but Darkstalker way too aggressive there. Like, come on, why would you do that?
Exactly. A teleport cancel off the ledge is what you need, but Darkstalker with a little bit of a lead right now. Power dunk over the side, instant spot dodge. My goodness, the punishment that controller must be feeling, Samikins. As
But Zone dealing some punishment of his own right now. Even Stevens right now on the descent.
Exactly.
Zone
Auto
pushing that
for a bit more.
advantage very well. The
So
ledge
you're
trap
gonna get
situation.
someone grab.
Oh, caught the jump, but good DI from Zone to not quite die there.
Good stuff. Dashing onto the platform. That's it, but the parry is there. Parrying so strong for these FGCs, and you can see why as Darkstalker getting the lead in this 5th game of a winner's final.
Dude, and it's like Darkstalker kind of just woke up this game. There's like no more, I want to press buttons and I'm going to hit you. And Zone kind of not being able to handle it, but that good down there. Great down there to catch the up B there. Definitely needed that. And now we're back on even stocks. Last stocks, as you said, these guys have such a rich history, played each other so much. No wonder it's come to game 5 last stocks, as expected, honestly.
No wonder there, Sammy. Let's move on in. And I've got to ask you, man, where do you think it's going? The consistency versus the aggression. What is the answer?
It's hard to tell because right now it looks Zone, but the next second it looks Darkstalker when he has that advantage. But Zone kind of retreating, controlling the mid-range. Darkstalker trying to get in. He's beaming to get a hit right now, but Zone catching him high up. Not killing, very unfortunate because now Go is on deck and now anything can happen. Really could go either way.
Certainly can. The platform disappearing. Doesn't get the auto reticle. Let's see if Darkstalker can find anything being out by a fair, caught by a flare even as he's trying to make his way back. Samikins doesn't quite get caught by the down tilt. Can we find a way in? Buster Wolf is caught out. You saw it, you gasped. Take us home. What are we looking at, Samikins?
Honestly, I'm not really sure. We're looking at Zone using that port, trying to mix up his movement and his landings on Darkstalker. He's not trying to get hit by any of that. He knows Darkstalker. He knows how good his advantage is. And he knows that, honestly, as bad as this looks in theory percentage-wise for Darkstalker, he knows he's not off the woods yet until he wins. And there is the win for Zone. Good back out. I think he caught him a bit off. I feel like he could have lived that, but the DI was a bit sus. And that Zone taking it 3-2 over Darkstalker. What a good set now.
And Zone gotta be feeling a sigh of relief. A shaky start. He stabilized. He found a game plan.
Yep, and for sure. And some people might be thinking Zone might be feeling relief. Why? Like Darkstalker was at 160, but honestly, it was basically even.
I've seen them come back from worse.
I've seen him come back from worse.
And that's
really
where it
truly
gets stressful. Well done to Zone, sitting pretty in grand finals, as you can see him scooting past right there.
And I guess consistency wins today over the aggression.